Hello, good people. Hello, good people. So there's always talk about faithfulness. Um, Men cheating on women, women cheating on men. But I want to focus on men for a minute because I think there's always talk about faithfulness, being faithful. But I've never really heard a church sermon that talks about how to be faithful because being faithful is hard, but yet it's easy. See, we have to be intentional about being faithful. It takes work. We have to work on being intentional. We can't just, as men, just say that we're faithful without actually showing and being faithful because of so much temptation on social media, because of so much temptation off of social media. And if you're an attractive man, you have a lot going on for yourself. You are successful. You get temptation every day. Remember, the numbers are 15 women to one man, or it's probably even higher. So many men are getting killed. It's probably even higher now. But the fact of the matter is that you have to be intentional about being faithful. And so a Bible verse that came to mind was James 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee away from you. So we have to run away from temptation and not run to temptation. So you can't say I'm gonna go have lunch. It's just harmless, or we're just gonna go to the bar, have a couple of drinks, talk about work, or it's just casual, just my friend. You have to be very careful with your attractions towards the opposite sex because all it takes is you guys empathizing and sympathizing with what's going on in your relationships, and you guys bond more. The attraction gets stronger because you see that this person has all the qualities that you lack in your current relationships. So you have to be very careful. First Corinthians verse 6, I'm sorry, First Corinthians 6, verse 18. Flee from sexual immorality. Every other sin a person commits outside of the body, but the sexual immoral person sins against his own body. So to me, that says a lot because when we the thing about it is, and this is one of those verses that brings up soul ties for me, because when we are having sexual relationships with so many other people, we open ourselves up to so many different types of soul ties and demons. When we're having sexual relationships with the side of our marriage, those are good soul ties. So, so guys, we have to admit to ourselves our weaknesses. We have to be real with ourselves with our weaknesses. I personally know my weaknesses, and I tend to make sure that I don't go around or even entertain what is my weakness. You got to be real about it. James 1, verse 14. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desires. So we can't never blame somebody else for our sins because it's us. We are our worst enemies, guys. We can't blame being angry at our loved one. We can't blame, you didn't mean to do it, blame it on the alcohol, none of that stuff. It was our own desires. So, in closing, because this is a short video, I want to say this. Set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are on the earth. First Timothy 6, verse 11. But as for you, O man of God, flee from these things, pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, and steadfastness, and gentleness. That is what we're supposed to do as godly men so we can protect our peace, protect our vessel, protect our temple of God, protect our relationship with God at the end of the day. So yeah, we cheat on the person, our wives that we're with, but at the end of the day, you're really sinning against God. All right, have a good one.